Hello everyone, my name is John. Today, I will tell you how to set up the upload of new leads from a Facebook advertising account to the Telnyx SMS mailing service. This is necessary in order to automatically transfer new leads from Facebook to other systems. For example, through Telnyx you can send SMS notifications to users who have left a request through an advertising form on Facebook. Now let's move on to the setup. First, you need to create a new connection. Next, you need to select the Facebook data source system. Now you need to specify the action. Get leads new. At this stage you need to connect your Facebook account to the ApiX-Drive service. In this window we need to specify the username and password of the Facebook personal account. Then go to Advanced Settings. At this stage, you see the advertising pages to which you have access. The advertising pages for which you want to receive leads must be ticked. I recommend marking all advertising pages at once at this stage in order to be able to work with them in the future. If you get a new advertising page after connecting your Facebook account to ApiX-Drive, you will need to repeat the connection via incognito in the browser, and at this stage check the new advertising page. Leave all checkboxes enabled. When the connected login is displayed in the list, select it. At this stage, you need to select the advertising page for which you want to receive new leads. If you want to receive leads for all advertising forms at once, leave Yes, connect all current and new forms. If you want to receive leads on some specific forms, select No, select forms individually, and tick the necessary forms. At this stage, you can set up a data filter. In this case there is no need for this, so just click Continue. At this stage, you see an example of one of your leads. If there is no data at this stage or ApiX-Drive test data is displayed, you need to wait for a real lead or generate a test lead through Facebook Business Messenger. After you do this, click Load Test Data from Facebook, and when the lead appears at this stage, click Next. On this, the Facebook data source setup has been successfully completed. Now you need to move on to setting up data reception. Select Telnyx as the data receiving system. Next, you need to select an action. Send SMS. At this stage you need to connect your Telnyx account to the ApiX-Drive system. In this window, you must specify the API key. To get it, go to your Telnyx personal account. Then go to the API keys section. If you have not yet created an API key, you can do it by clicking on the corresponding button. I will use the already created API key. When the required field is filled, click Save. When the connected login is displayed in the list, select it. At this point you see Telnyx fields to send SMS message. In the sender field, you must specify the phone number that will be used as the sender. This number must be pre-registered in your Telnyx account and linked to your profile. You can specify it manually. In the recipient field, you must specify a variable from Facebook, which contains the phone number of the user who left the request in your Facebook account. In order to do this, click in the field and select a variable from the drop-down list. In the message field, you need to compose the text of the message that will be sent to each lead from Facebook. You can use both variables and write values manually. When all the required fields are filled, click Continue. At this stage, you see an example of the data that will be sent in the form of SMS with each new lead from Facebook. If something does not suit you, click Edit and go back a step. In order to check the correctness of the settings, click Send Test Data to Telnyx. After successful sending, go to Telnyx and check the result. In order to see the report, unload it. After you download the report, it will display data on shipments. If everything suits you, return to the ApiX-Drive service and continue setting up. This completes Telnyx data reception setup successfully. Now you need to enable auto update and select the communication interval, for example, once every 5 minutes. That's all. I wish you successful integration settings and good luck.